my city was laughing.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On 1st and 10, Winston. And his first pass is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
But for me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing it. Because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm, he may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. 3rd down here. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Levante David in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Winston now. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And before the snap here, we've got a timeout by the offense. It's their first of this first half, and they'll get together and talk this one over. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Out to his left. It's Miller, complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll get 34 yards there. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
If defenses plan for this all the time, they work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Winston. Flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Now Brady. And that's caught inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Flushed out right. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 36, Winston. Steps away to his left. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Kamara try the right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Partner, like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He uncorks it for Snead. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Brady steps away. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Play action. Now Brady. They'll buy some time right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He was taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Hill. Forced out to his left. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's able to find Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 28-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris. And the drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, we heard all week think that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on second down. Hill. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, Hill. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll throw again. Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a play fake. Brady on the move to his left. Got a man complete to Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Brady again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Brady now on first down. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Succop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They go play action. Winston eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the
time we have to leave the booth. And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Finding Miller once more, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Brady. Completion left side to Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Brady now on first down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On play action, it's Brady. Out to his left. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead will swell by one more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Trying to power it in with Arma. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Looks good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now Hill looking to throw on first. Looking long for Thomas. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Saints on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Hill. Flush to his right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. This is Smith with a grab. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jameis again, sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Hill on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Brady going to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. It's complete. Kamara. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Levante David. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, 97 yards. And the Bucs are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point try now for Succo. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.